I was scrolling on my phone, half awake, half annoyed. Just another Monday morning commute. The train was packed like always, people standing shoulder to shoulder, someone arguing on a call, someone laughing too loud, the usual noise. Then the train jerked hard, not a gentle stop, a violent lurch. My phone slipped from my hand and hit the floor. When I bent down to grab it, everything was quiet. Not early morning quiet, not people holding their breath quiet. This was wrong. The train was still full of seats, but empty. Every person was gone. Across from me, a paper coffee cup was still warm, slowly tipping over. A laptop sat open on a seat, its screen glowing. A smartwatch on the floor buzzed softly, vibrating like it was still on someone's wrist. I stood up too fast. My head spun. Hello? I said. My voice felt swallowed by the air. I walked down the aisle, my footsteps echoing louder than they should have. Jackets hung over seats, bags rested against poles, phones rang, messages popped up on screens, but no people. I pushed open the door to the next car. Empty. The next one. Empty. Every door was open. No broken glass, no signs of panic, no blood, no struggle. It was like everyone had stood up at the same time and stepped out of reality. My hands were shaking now. I ran to the conductor's booth. The chair was pushed back. A notebook lay open on the desk. There was one line written in pen. I can hear them between the. That was it. The sentence ended there, like whoever wrote it never finished the thought. The train lights flickered. That's when I heard the hum. Low, deep, not loud, but heavy, like the sound was inside my chest instead of my ears. I tried my phone. No signal, no emergency call. Not even airplane mode would turn on. The train was stuck between stations, high above the city. I don't know why I did it, but I pulled the emergency release. The doors groaned open and cold air rushed in. Outside, the city was frozen. Cars were stopped mid turn. Traffic lights glowed but didn't change. A bird hung in the air above the tracks, wings spread, completely still. No wind, no sound. The air smelled metallic, like rain mixed with electricity. Behind me, the train's hum grew louder. That's when I heard the thumping, slow, rhythmic, like a heartbeat. It was coming from the tunnel ahead. I walked toward it, every instinct screaming to turn back. Inside the tunnel, the walls were dark, but not empty. Shadows were pressed into the concrete, human shapes, hands stretched out, faces frozen in silent screams. They weren't drawings, they were impressions, like people had been pushed into the wall and left there. I recognized one, the man who had been sitting across from me. My chest tightened. They're still here, I whispered. The hum became a vibration. The train behind me shook. At the front engine, the air itself was distorted. Light bent inward, like reality was folding. Inside that distortion, I saw movement, not shadows, people, the passengers. They were there, overlapping this world, out of sync, trapped between moments. And then I understood. The train hadn't stopped, it had shifted. Two versions of the same place, slightly misaligned. I stepped closer. My ears rang. My vision blurred. I knew if I went in, I might not come back. But if I didn't, neither would they. The moment my hand touched the distortion, the train screamed. Lights exploded. The hum snapped into silence. And everything went dark. When I woke up, I was sitting in my seat. The train was moving. People were around me again, talking, laughing, complaining. No one looked scared. My phone buzzed. A message notification. Time stamped. 5 hours in the future. I looked up. Across from me, the man from the tunnel smiled, and his reflection didn't.